The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. Let's see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. He'll pitch it. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, ULM Monroe.
You put 5 wide receivers in your formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Personal foul was good.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the ULM Monroe offense back on the field. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's almost picked off and changed for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early. Obviously, the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The Warhawks have first and 10 Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This offense continues to roll. You wonder, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution of the option.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The game makes it second and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more of the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Warhawks. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner will be brought down. The ULM Monroe offense back out there now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And there's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16.
29 Philly. Tune unlocked.
Handoff to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Important second down play coming up. It's ULM Monroe in the lead. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Check out the stats so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bullhawks.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's complete downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Torres. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's
Personal
about.
foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You cannot make contact with the quarterback after that throw. That'll cost the defense. The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. There's a stiff one. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got it, looking for the end zone.
They pick up a completion. Doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
The Cornhuskers line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down and goal upcoming.
42 Spider. Let go.
And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They're trying to run it with the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Pitch to the back. Great footwork. A big opening now. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Here we go.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they're set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Quarterback hammered after the throw. That's an obvious 15-yard penalty.
On the double.
1st down here for this offense.
Let's go. Ready.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great, solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
A quick juke. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Warhawks. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Got him, he's sacked.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Here comes the ULM Monroe offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. This one is getting ugly. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 33, but that's good enough to move the sticks. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Second down play coming up for this offense.
3:25.
And he drops back in the gun. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Crosses the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bullhawks. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.